friends. It's your good friend, the ship, TV show in space, and we're back, baby. How are my friends today?
So good.
Doing good. This is such a good quality block of episodes that we're going to discuss today. I'm just so excited.
Except for one.
Or two.
Yeah. Listen, one of them is fine.
It's fine.
And
it's fine.
I don't see what the hullabaloo is all about, but I'm at risk of getting canceled. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
TV show in space. I'm your host, Commander Rebecca Frost, joined Admiral Carrie Jackson, Ensign Quati Tony, and Ambassador Jake. We do have some Star Trek.
Wait, I got busted down to ensign again?
I forgot what you are, Chief. You're Chief.
Chief
Tony.
I went
Chief Sasquatch.
civilian.
No less.
Chief Sasquatch.
That's my bad. Listen, the brain, not really braining today. So
Not braining.
Not braining today. Before we get into these episodes that we're going to talk about today, some housekeeping. We have an email address, tvshowinspace@gmail.com. I have an email from one of our friends.
Lovely.
I'll read it at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Oh, Carrie, you missed the end of last episode.
I did. People were asking where I was. I had a furniture delivery, so
Is it good for you? Are you happy with it?
no.
Awesome.
Oh, with the episode or with the furniture delivery?
The furniture.
I was not happy with the furniture delivery. We sent it
No,
back.
you sent it all back.
They didn't have everything that they needed, and I said, "That's it. Up yours."
Yeah, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah,
Interesting. I'm going to ask more about this later.
you will.
Tony, how's your
Yes.
TOS watch?
Yes.
Well, so I watched an episode
His favorite episode so far.
called Mud's Women.
Oh, he loved this. He loved this episode. I know he did.
It was so absurd. Yes, I did love it. But I love it, I think, for the wrong reasons. Like,
Yes.
these are episodes that were made at the time to be, like, serious, right? Like,
Yeah.
commentary on society, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm watching these. I'm actually enjoying for the most part, but I'm enjoying them because I'm watching them like I would Adult Swim.
Oh,
They're just so ridiculous.
I think that one specifically though was like Gene Roddenberry's proclivities on
Yeah.
display for the world to see.
Yeah.
definitely.
it was-
definitely a problem episode. Yeah.
It was wild. Just Harry Mudd himself. I mean, that's
Were
a character
you-
I hope to see more of.
Oh, boy. Were you, because you've seen Rainn Wilson,
Yeah.
Harry Mudd. So
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you letting his performance influence your opinions on the original Harry Mudd?
It's been long enough that I don't really remember the Rainn Wilson Harry Mudd very well. But no, I loved every second that Harry
See.
Mudd was on screen
And I had
because
this,
of the absurdities.
and I had the same problem with the original Harry Mudd actor because I saw him as Harry Mudd, and then I saw him as Senior Noggle, who was the spokesperson for Noggle's Tacos, and it affected that performance for me. I did not believe that he was a Spanish, speaking
Which
person.
we did talk about in the original
Which we
TV
did.
show in space episode,
Yes.
where we
I have to
covered
go
that.
listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this his whole thing, like, and the way that everyone treated these women, and
Very
just
cool. Very
wild,
cool.
just wild.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the end she was like, "I'm just no good, but for being a homely woman," and
I'm
then
just a girl.
they give her a gummy, and all of a sudden she's pretty again, and like there wasn't any medicine in that gummy.
It was
That
inside
was
you
just
all
a
along.
gummy. All you had to do is believe in yourself, and you can be beautiful. It's like,
You know what though? That's literally the plot of one of our episodes this week.
so
Yeah.
time is a flat circle. All right.
Everything old is new again.
Tony, you can look forward to at least a couple more Muds, including an
That
animated
mustache.
series appearance.
Yeah, including the animated series, dude.
Fantastic. The balding head, the ruffled shirt with ruffles so large you could fit an entire man inside that shirt sleeve.
And chest hair so long
Oh, yeah.
that it cascades over his V-neck like a waterfall.
I don't think you could see this at the time, but on these up-resed versions, you can see there's a line of no hair before the hair starts
Yeah.
because it was fake chest hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Like the chest toupee in Spice World.
10 out of 10.
Excellent
10 out of
stuff.
10. Mud's
It's
women.
called a merkin, by the way.
Oh,
Anyway,
right.
For your chest, it's called a merkin too.
oh, I don't know
Yeah, I
if it's
think
for
that's
the
a little
chest.
lower.
I know it's lower is the merkin. I just thought it would be. All right, let's move along. Nothing to see here.
Before we dive into these episodes, I also want to share. We've seen a new poster for Starfleet Academy, also known as Stardate 90210.
And I'm sure that the internet had no problem with this poster at all.
I don't want to wait for our
Yeah.
lives to be over.
This is One Tree Starfleet, is what
I
this
think
is.
I think
Look at these boots.
I think that that theme song should be sung in Klingon, though.
Look at
You
these
like those
boots.
boots? That looks like my producer would wear those boots. Yeah. Oh, she
I
would love
wanna
those.
wait for our lives to be over. Da, 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 da.
Dawson's Starfleet.
Notice the communicator though, the delta. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That right there. Oh, sorry. Mine was upside down.
Does
Look at
this
this-
poster
this is a
make it
varsity
look
jacket?
ridiculous?
Sure
This
is.
a Letterman?
That is. Yep. Does this
Esper?
poster make it look ridiculous? Yes. Am I
Yes.
still going to watch it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there day one. Her universe. I need you to jump on this jacket like ASAP.
Yes. You need a Starfleet Letterman's jacket.
Okay. Just very
All right.
excited. Just very excited for Starfleet Academy. I'm excited for any new Star Trek. But we have to eat our vegetables. And so today we are going to be talking about these Deep
Yeah,
Space
Carrie,
Nine
she said it.
Season 2.
She said this was vegetable.
Some vegetables are good.
Okay.
This round of episodes though, in fairness, is a little bit asparagus-y.
There's a couple that are all right. I mean,
You guys are going
I'm
to
telling you.
be surprised about my reactions to something that comes
oh
up.
really? Oh,
I think there's one really good episode in this bunch. I think, and there's
Yeah.
another one that was also pretty dang good, but hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for my opinion on this one. Anyway,
I'm worried
carry
about
on.
getting canceled, Tony.
Yeah, I think I am too. Are we talking
Okay,
about
we can get canceled
episode-
together.
Episode 7?
Is that
No.
the one where you tried to
Well,
cancel me
let's
earlier,
proceed.
and then I turned it back around on you?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
dying to know. Let's find out.
All right.
Okay, we're going to be talking about invasive procedures, Cardassians, Melora, and rules of acquisition. Let's start with invasive procedures. Very crazy episode. A jealous Trill who had waited his entire life to receive a symbiont but never did decides to steal Dax. During a plasma storm. Yeah, I'm on the right one. Sorry. Looking at Wikipedia. During a plasma storm, Deep Space Nine is evacuated. They are evacuating Deep Space Nine.
They're good at it now.
Well, yeah, they have to be because they're doing it all the damn time.
Yeah.
To me, when they said they were evacuating, I was like, oh, they didn't want to pay for extras this episode. That's what that was.
You're
They spent
not
all their
wrong.
money. They blew all their money on Lex Luthor,
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, John Glover.
Yeah. Lionel Luther.
or yeah, Lionel Luthor. Excuse me. Deep Space Nine evacuated with only a skeleton crew remaining behind to maintain the station until the event passes. Posing as a cargo transport in distress, an unjoined Trill, a pair of hired Klingon mercenaries, a former prostitute named Muriel, board the station and overpower the crew. Kira tries to take Muriel by surprise, but Muriel outfights her. The Trill, named Varad, once applied to be joined with a symbiont and was rejected, and now he wants Dex.
Which, hang on a sec. Kira, Colonel, right?
Major.
Major
Major Kira. Yeah.
in the military, in the rebellion, survives all of this, and
Can't
gets
take down a prostitute.
manhandled by a prostitute.
Please, sex worker. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Carrie.
However you want to say it,
Canceled.
I guess
We're canceled already.
Already.
the mean
10
mean
minutes in.
streets of wherever they were at were worse than the front lines of these battles she was in.
Listen, have you ever fought a sex worker? All right.
Can't-
That's all I'm going to say.
Carrie,
that I
have
have.
you?
That's all I'm going to say. I'll just say that the two people that witnessed it are both dead now. One's
Okay.
named Jeff and one's named Scott, but that's another story.
But that's all he's gonna say.
Which one was the sex worker?
Heyo.
No, they were the witnesses.
I don't know if we're going to get to it, but this feels like a good time to point out that when John Glover is like, "You're going to give me Dax, or I'm going to kill you," then he shoots O'Brien instead of the doctor.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, huh? All right.
Yeah, but he did it to toy with like Bashir, right? Because Bashir's immediate reaction is, "Oh my god, I gotta help my best friend in the whole wide world, O'Brien."
He did it because O'Brien must suffer, which, by the way, there apparently was not an actual sign, but it was the running thing. And we found an article on StarTrek.com that notes all of the times that O'Brien must suffer.
Yeah, don't worry. I during this episode made a O'Brien must suffer.
There we go. That's the one.
So now every time we come across O'Brien suffering, I'll just pull up this still from Ted Lasso that I.
Oh man.
Could we post that on our socials? I think people would really like that.
Our socials. You think I have a social media for this for this show? You think I'm putting in that level of effort? So happy to everyone who's here. So glad you're here listening to us after finding us wandering through the desert.
Yes.
Okay, Major Kira lost to a prostitute. Let's see. Also, okay, so Varad wants Dax, which if you're gonna do this level of heist, you better aim high. And I
Yes.
guess Dax is a symbiont that, like, if you're gonna rob a museum, rob the Louvre, right?
Mm-hmm. And so
after,
that makes Jadzia the Louvre.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
She is the Louvre
She's the Louvre.
of the species.
The Louvre.
Sure was when I was 14.
one password.
Always
and it's
has
just
been.
Louvre. They restrain Constable Odo. They make him goop down and lock him up in a jar.
Which was pretty ingenious, gotta say.
Pretty smart, pretty smart. And they take the crew hostage, and Varad forces Dr. Bashir to transfer the symbiont into his body. But without her symbiont, Jadzia will die within hours.
Yes.
And kind of insane, this whole thing, because I get there is a whole thing that we'll have to go through, and they do explain, like, hey, it's only one in how many that are ever picked to join. It's
Because it's got to be just right.
It's got to be just right. So I'm so sorry, Varad, that you didn't do it, but your brain's a little wonky, so you didn't get it.
Yeah.
As demonstrated by your actions today.
Exactly.
As demonstrated by your actions today. Bashir has one of the Klingons assist him as he tries to save Jadzia's life. And you guys, when Jadzia loses Dax, she reacts in such a way that made me super sad. Because she's like, I just feel so empty. And like all of her life purpose has suddenly disappeared. And it made me feel really sad. Did you guys feel really sad?
I did, yes.
Mostly
Did
just
this-
because she would die.
But did this
But
help
those
you?
other things too.
Did this help you, Rebecca, connect to Dax a little more? Because I know you've been having that problem.
This episode for me really helped me separate Jadzia and Dax.
Ah,
Because in understanding Dax as an entity and Jadzia as an entity.
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah. And which Commander Sisko now been friends with Dax for a very long time. So now Commander Sisko deals with Varad, who is now Varad Dax, and now has all of the Dax memories and all of the Dax knowledge, and now acts in accord with Varad as Varad would act with Dax. It's all very confusing. Don't watch this episode while you're high. It's like watching Face Off while you're high. It's confusing.
I'm going to do that now.
It's fun, dude.
I may or may not have done that on this last rewatch.
Yeah.
I was going to say something, but all I can think about is getting high and watching Face Off.
That was the first movie. It was the first movie I ever watched stoned. Big mistake.
So,
Truly.
so the first thing that Cisco says to Varad Dax is, "Remember that prostitute that we beat up? You remember?" No, he didn't.
So, included within Dax's many memories are Curzon Dax's many memories, who was a very close friend and mentor to Sisko. So Sisko implores Varad to set things right, but sees that he intends to let Jadzia die. There's no real good outcome. One of these people are going to die. Meanwhile,
by the way, I like Sisko's approach here, where he's like, "Oh yeah, old times, you dick."
Meanwhile, Maril, whom Varad had befriended early in life, begins to realize how much the man has changed since he received the symbiont and begins to think the joining may have been a bad idea. However, she remains loyal to him. This whole time, this woman's like, no, this will be good. He's going to be the best he'll ever be. I'm looking forward to it. You don't think this man's going to dump you the hot second he gets everything he wants?
Come on now.
Girl. Meanwhile, the bartender Quark, our friend Quark, who helped Varad and his crew board the station by bypassing the security lockdown, pretends to be injured and thereby provides Bashir with the opportunity to sedate one of the Klingons. Ooh, I hated this whole scene.
Wait.
Didn't like any of the noises Quark was making.
Did they ever prove that he was the one that messed up the security panel so they could get in? I don't think they ever proved it.
I think
Did
they
prove
figured it out. You know.
No. But to his credit, he just straight up jumped on the Klingon to try and take him out and choke him out. I mean, that's not nothing.
The thing about Quark is he's such a flip-flopper, but he's a quick flip-flopper,
Well,
which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But it's his motivations. It's either money or a beautiful woman. You know, that's what motivated him. It wasn't,
That's the thing. He's not a flip flopper as much as he's an opportunist.
Opportunist.
That's the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I guess. They free Odo from his jar, and Varad discovers what has happened. He heads for his ship, taking Kira as a hostage, because Maril's like, girl, you better take a hostage. And he takes Kira. By the time Varad reaches his ship, Odo has released the docking clamps, leaving him stranded. Kira overpowers the Klingon who's holding her, so can fight a Klingon.
Yeah, right? But not a sex worker.
Maybe she has too much respect for sex workers.
Maybe that's
Yes.
what it is.
As we
As
all
that do
should.
I.
That will be in the coming episode.
In the confusion, Varad slips away, heading for another ship. Meanwhile, Maril now knows that the man she loves truly is gone and decides to help Sisko. Sisko confronts Varad at the airlock, believing that Sisko will not shoot his old friend and risk damaging the recently joined symbiont. This scene's insane, because Varad's like, what are you gonna do, bitch? You can't shoot me. You risk killing me. And Sisko's like, you're right. And gets him anyway.
Which is why Sisko is a badass. You know,
Like, he's just willing to.
he's just like, I gotta save Dax. And this may not work, but I've got to try. You know.
And Dax is returned to Jadzia, leaving Varad alone, and he dies. Womp,
No,
womp,
he doesn't
womp, womp.
die. He stares off into space. And
I thought he died.
I couldn't tell, to be honest.
I got the impression that he was just alone, and that was going to be his prison. Suddenly he's all alone with his thoughts and staring off into space.
Worst
I
case
thought he
scenario,
died.
either way for him, though.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah. Jake, any good trivia? Let's hear it.
Armin Shimmerman hated this episode because
Why?
Quark got away with crimes, and he didn't like when Quark gets away with stuff.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they ever fully said, we know it was you, we have proof.
Yeah.
Well, he did get away with crimes, but at the same time, he also
He was key in...
stopped. I
'Cause-
realize I've done some bad shit, and now I'm going to help.
And don't forget, he cracked open the safe that was holding Odo as well.
That too.
So-
Yeah.
The other thing is that Tim Russ, who was in Star Trek Generations, he was in a couple of Next Generation episodes, and will go on to be a regular on Voyager.
Undercover Tuvok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appeared in, this was his first of, I think, 2, maybe 3 DS9 appearances.
Nice.
And was this his first appearance as a Klingon?
Yeah.
I thought so, yeah. So there you go. There's some trivia.
All right.
Also, we learned that Dax's spots go all the way.
All the way down.
All the way.
All the way, Carrie.
They go all the way.
Remember how Bashir was like, in the first episode, was like, I want to see how far those spots go
What them
down.
spots do.
He
Yeah,
finally got his
but
chance.
I just want to say, he's a fucking doctor.
He should know these things.
He was scientifically curious, right?
Oh no, he just should have had that if he was the top of the class at
He should
medical
have already
Oh,
known.
I
He
see what you're-
should have already known.
Yeah, yeah.
I see what
Anatomy
you're doing.
class,
Okay.
man.
All right. I
You
thought
think
he
they
was
were
just-
doing? Do you think he?
Trill anatomy class. Yeah.
There's no way you take an anatomy class on every single species.
That
Why
would be
not?
tough. That would be
But
tough.
if you're assigned to a station with a
Yeah.
trail that's joined, you're probably going to
You
have
do
been
some
briefed
research.
on that.
If you're going to
Yeah,
be a
that's
frontier
true.
doctor, you got to know how to treat all the different kinds of patients.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
All right.
He's-
No, that
All
was
right,
just
well, I'm looking forward.
that was just
I'm looking
sec-
forward.
that was just sexy Bashir talk. That's what
I
that
know.
was.
I mean, when is he not doing that though?
Exactly.
So
Well, I thought this was an okay episode. I liked this
It was
episode.
interesting.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm not walking away like, oh my god, this is the best episode ever, but I thought it was
No.
pretty interesting.
Where's Jadzia on your Deanna Troy scale now?
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
I don't know, because again, I feel like I don't know her well enough yet. Like this was a pretty Jadzia Dax forward episode, but like, was it? Because she was.
not
It
really. She
wasn't.
sat in
Yeah.
a bed the whole time
Yeah,
and was
she
knocked
was in
out half the
surgery.
time with
Exactly.
that.
It was more,
It was more
trill-
of a Cisco.
It was more
trill
of a Dax.
social thing. Yeah.
A Dax,
Dax
not a
the
Jadzia.
symbiont.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm sad Rob is not here. He got stuck in a meeting because he really wanted to talk about this next episode, Cardassians.
Very good episode.
Political tensions rise on DS9 when Bajorans board the station with a supposedly orphaned Cardassian whom they have adopted. Ooh.
Yeah. No, there was a lot in this episode. There was a lot.
I
There was a
love that
lot
he-
to digest here. You know?
why can't I remember his name? Puts his arm.
Garrick.
Garrick puts his arm on his shoulder, and the kid just looks at him in the eye and just goes, "Arr!"
Bites
bites
it.
his hand.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And that's the
okay.
opening scene, you know?
We got a live
There-
one here.
there's
This
Garrick,
episode's
thank you.
going to be something else.
So Garrick and his favorite twink Bashir, they're having lunch together. Garrick's sweater, whatever the outfit he's got
Oh.
on,
Great. It's a Garrick original.
it's a choice. It's a choice. He
He's a tailor.
looks like a Star Trek Freddy Krueger in
Okay.
Okay, so he and his favorite twink Bashir are having some lunch together, but then Garrick, I'm never gonna pronounce his name right, just because the way it's written is
Garrick.
different than how it sounds.
Just think Derek
Garrick.
with a G.
Yeah, I
Garrick.
know. Garrick. Yeah, Garrick sees a Cardassian boy on Deep Space Nine who looks 30.
That's what I thought too. When he walked in, I was like, that's kind of a short Cardassian, but
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
felt the
the
same
neck.
way.
I think
Yes.
it's the neck.
yeah.
I felt the same way, but then I immediately pushed that down and went, maybe they age differently than we do. So,
Again, I did not take a Cardassian biology anatomy course. So Garrick goes to introduce himself to the boy, Rugal, and he bites him on the hand.
oh, Kugel, what are you doing?
No words, no
By the-
noise, just
Defense!
By the way, speaking of Cardassian anatomy, there's an Instagram account called
Oh God,
Custom
no!
Playmate.
Jake ruined my life this week.
What?
There's an Instagram account called Custom Playmate Star Trek or something along those lines that in their story put up a survey question that was, do Cardassians have nipples?
And?
what was the general
Yeah,
consensus?
dog, they do, and they're gross.
Yeah, they would be. Yeah.
That's
Very nubbly.
that's essentially it. And
Look,
the
Jake
in-canon
ruined my
recent-
life this week.
Look, I know Kardashians have nipples, but
Hey.
God, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, this is another conversation for another time. But Kim Kardashian had her whole brain red, right? And they're like, "Hey, your brain's dumb."
Yeah.
I think they're prepping us. I think she's going to be a Neuralink. She's going to be a spokesperson for Neuralink, and then she's going
No.
to pass the bar, and then she's going to pass the bar. Thanks,
Come
Elon.
on.
She
Come
didn't pass the bar because she used Chat GPT.
Because she won't go to fucking law school.
she won't go to law school. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
All right,
well,
let's move on.
That's
The
your
boy.
problem right there. You're not learning.
Yes, the in-canon explanation was that remember the episode The Chase and how all sentient life from the galaxy spawned from that same race. That's why Cardassians while lizards have nipples.
Have nipples.
Oh,
yeah. They are lizard people. They are the lizard people. But
The Cardassians are reptiles?
How do they reproduce? Yeah, what's the
didn't know
reproductive? What's the reproductive system?
Gotta be
Oh,
eggs.
I think it's no, it's not.
Not eggs.
No,
So they
it's
carry
a-
their young.
It's a secret third
It's-
thing.
It's just like us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
they're mostly people, but they're lizard people. Does that make sense?
Like Hillary Clinton.
Please, Mr. Soros wants to keep that a secret. Stop it.
Where's
those
my
were so-
paycheck?
Those were some amazing Gowron eyes there, Carrie.
I know, right?
Okay, so this biting child,
To your house.
he has been raised by Bajoran parents and taught to hate and fear Cardassians. Yikes. His adoptive parents claims that they do not consider him a Cardassian anymore, but allegations of abuse lead to an investigation into the family. I'm barely into the description of this episode. There's so many yikes. So many yikes.
Exactly, so many yikes. I mean, and as I was watching this, I couldn't help but think about. This is going to sound strange. My wife. My wife, because she was
Borats.
she was born in Korea, right? And at the age of 5, she and all of her siblings, well, except for one, was adopted by a family in Oklahoma. And one of their first rules was no English. Or, I mean, only English, no Korean. You guys are speaking Korean, only English.
Yeah.
And I immediately went to that. I just went, oh, this is like a lot of these foreign-born adopted kids, who come here, and it's like we're taking away your culture. We're doing all of that. We're taking it away. You're American now, or you're Cardassian now in this case, or Bajoran.
And it's
Sorry.
not even necessarily foreign-born, P.S., because
Yeah.
the indigenous peoples of this
Oh, yeah,
continent
That's true.
have had that same
Yep.
experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Our favorite Cardassian, Gul Dukat, gets his messy little fingers in here. And Gul Dukat, the Cardassian officer who was the prefect of Bajor during the occupation, tells Sisko that he is trying to bring orphaned Cardassians back from Bajor and that the discovery of Rugal will strengthen his case. Miles and Keiko agree to care for Rugal during the investigation, and Rugal helps Miles overcome his prejudice against Cardassians.
Because, and my wife was walking by the TV when this happened.
I was saying, did your wife watch this with you?
No, she just walked by. She does that occasionally when I'm watching Deep Space Nine. But as she was walking by, she was like, what's going on? And I had to explain this all to her about how O'Brien fought the Cardassians for years. And yeah, naturally, he might have some prejudices.
So when did he fight the Cardassians though? Because he went from the Enterprise straight
was
to
before-
DS9.
Before
Next
the before
generation.
four.
Before the Enterprise,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
But what did your wife say about the whole situation?
Oh, she didn't stick around for the other situation. It was why does he hate Cardassians so much? I said, well, first of all, they're awful.
Have you
Second,
met them?
Yeah. Wait, so are we going to find out why he was in that war? Why he was involved in that?
There was an
'Cause
episode of Next Generation that talked all about that.
I
Yeah.
must have missed that.
Yeah.
I guess.
We definitely all remember it.
we covered it.
All right.
We
sure.
covered it on this show. Yeah.
On this
It's
very show.
it's where that slur comes from. Is that episode of TNG?
Cardies.
The Cardis are the spoonheads.
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 Spoonheads,
Shh,
right.
we're gonna get canceled, you guys.
I know, right?
Again.
Garrick, suspecting or perhaps knowing that there is more to this series of events than meets the eye, persuades Bashir to request permission from Sisko to allow them to travel to Bajor and investigate. Sisko grants the request after Dukat informs him that Rugal is the son of a prominent Cardassian civilian politician, Kotan Padar. Garrick and Bashir investigate records at an orphanage that took in Cardassian orphans when the occupation ended. Garrick suggests that the situation is tied to a conflict between military and civilian interests on Cardassia. Padar is a political rival of Dukat, having cost Dukat his position as prefect by ordering the Cardassian withdrawal from Bajor. Again, yikes. Back on the station, Padar arrives to meet his son, Rugal, but the boy does not remember him and calls Padar a Cardassian butcher.
Yeah.
Regardless of this, Padar wants his son back, but Rugel's adoptive father refuses to relinquish him. This is also a really good conversation about not nature versus nurture, but adoptive parents versus biological parentage, and the biological parent is not always the best fit for a child. Yikes. A formal tribunal is established, headed by Sisko, who is seen to be a neutral arbiter. Dukat attends the ensuing hearing. And meanwhile, on Bajor, Garrick and Bashir track down a woman who took Rugel in at the orphanage, who remembers that a Cardassian woman attached to Terok Nor, the Cardassian name for DS9, brought Rugel to her. Bashir interrupts the hearing, alleging that Rugel's discovery was part of a conspiracy planned by Dukat all along.
Playing the long game.
The long con with this guy. It's always the long con with this guy. Dukat ordered one of his subordinates to leave Rugel behind, knowing that the boy would one day be found, and that as a result, Padar would be humiliated. The plot having been exposed, Dukat storms out of the room. Sisko awards custody of the boy to Padar, who reassures Sisko that Dukat will never reveal what happened now that he has been too humiliated. Later, Bashir and Garrick sit down for lunch. Bashir asks Garrick for the truth about his history with Dukat, and Garrick smiles and tells him to notice the details, which he compares to crumbs scattered across the table. So there is more to know about
so much
Garrick
more.
and Dukat.
About
So
our simple
much more.
tailor.
Yes.
About our simple tailor.
But our simple tailor in this episode, I mean, he was showing some skills.
He's
Some
a
real-
puppet master. This
real
man's a
spy
puppet
skills.
master.
And not only that, he knows his way around a Cardassian archive computer,
Yeah.
records computer.
Yes.
Yeah. But also, we don't find out about Rugel's adoptive parents. So they now just have their child taken from them.
I guess they get joint custody or something. I
Did
thought
they
I
say-
caught.
No way.
I thought I caught something like that he could visit anytime he wanted or whatever.
Yeah, that's not joint
Yeah, was it?
custody.
They say that.
Yeah. I thought I heard that. I guess I did. But
You can visit Bajor every other weekend.
I loved all the Garrick stuff in this because,
Yeah.
as you know, he's one of my favorite characters in this series. And this is when, because this is just season 2. The first time we meet him in season 1, he's the humble tailor, and you're like, there's something there. There's something there. And then they're like, oh, yeah, there's something there. Here's several spoonfuls of something there, Not just a taste. Here's several spoonfuls of, there's something there.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of a big deal over here. I really liked the moments, we didn't get enough of it, the moments with O'Brien and Keiko as they're talking about Rugel, and Keiko's like, what is wrong with you? He is a child.
Yeah.
You cannot be prejudiced against a child.
Watch me.
She dressed O'Brien down.
She did. Yeah.
And it was brilliant.
Keiko O'Brien! We
Yeah.
worship Keiko O'Brien in this house.
I didn't pull her figure either, but I have it over there.
You have it over there? Oh.
I do, yeah.
See, I sold all mine. I'm sorry that I did that now.
Yeah, bummer.
I've got like 4 or 5 of them left. But anyway.
4 or 5 Keikos.
Not Keikos. But
Oh.
I'm weird sciencing those.
What's a Keiko going for these days?
Yeah, I'm going to weird science those later.
Carrie, don't be
I
weird.
see.
Oh, come on.
Jake, do you have any trivia for this episode?
This is the first time that we hear the name Terok Nor,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is repeated consistently from here on out. And that's pretty much the big one.
Cool. Well, let's move on to the episode we're all dying to talk about. Melora.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
Melora
dying to talk about this
Pazlar.
This episode.
I did not need this episode.
Tony and I are going to get canceled. A
I
new
know.
arrival on DS9 with a special gravity-based disability finds an admirer in Bashir. Meanwhile, an old associate of Quark's comes to the station to kill the bartender. Starfleet officer Melora Pazlar, an Alasian whose species physiology is incompatible with the strength of artificial gravity used in most humanoid communities, including Deep Space Nine, arrives on the station. She must use external mechanical apparatus to exist comfortably on the station. Because of her physical condition, Melora is argumentative, even rude, in insisting that she not be shown any undue accommodation. Nevertheless, Dr. Bashir has put in the effort to make sure that she is accommodated. And he sees through her barriers. He gets it. And the two become romantically involved. Here's the thing about Bashir in this episode. I know he's creepy and I know he's gross. He was doing it for me in this episode.
Oh,
Is that why you're canceled?
His whole flirtation with her, I was like, Bashir.
she wants a little taste of Bashir herself.
When
That shocks me.
I
know.
told you it would.
Yeah,
I am stunned right
that's
now.
wild. Is that why you think you're going to get canceled? Because you.
No.
Okay.
I am stunned. I'll be honest with you. I am stunned right now. Okay.
He was way less creepy because he was straightforward, I think.
He was straightforward with. He understood
Yeah.
her too.
Yep.
And he called her out on so much stuff. Obviously this is why she is the way that she is, and he can see that.
Yep.
And I was like, what was the line where he was like, no, I'm here as a friend, like I want to see if I could take you to dinner, and then she says something like, oh, and then we can go dancing, and he goes, ooh, red
he's like,
alert.
"Ooh,
and I was
red alert.
like,
There it is again.
Bashir. Oh my god, would have worked on me.
I'm
That is-
falling over.
That is
With
This
awesome.
This has now become my favorite episode of all
the
time.
stuff I am learning about Rebecca right now is just I'm blown away.
Yeah.
What I love most about this is that you gave no indication of this in our group chat.
Yeah, I kept
While
it to
we watched
myself.
Yes, she kept that card close to the vest.
I did send a GIF. I sent a GIF of a girl going, "Oh my god!" All right, and they do it. Zero grav.
Yeah.
How fun! I'm sure Bashir.
No,
had a
it's not
blast.
fun. It's not fun at all.
By
There's
the way,
no
in my
place
research,
you can't get any traction. Anyway,
in my research for this episode,
Writhing body.
Your research.
yes, I did. Yes, I'm so fascinated by what a cluster it was.
No,
but I
bring
wanted
it.
to know why it was such a cluster. The writer of it became paraplegic after hitting his head in a swimming pool at 16,
What?
and this was an attempt at representation.
oh good.
And
Respect. Respect.
full on says that he wrote that scene so Bashir could have zero G sex.
Hey, what a
100%.
guy.
That's what it was.
That's our
yeah.
man right there.
Yep.
Some
Yeah.
of us get to live our dreams.
I told you, there's no traction. It's not what it's cracked up to be. Anyway,
Yeah, Carrie
I feel
knows
like
firsthand
is that-
experience.
look,
Is that
I've done a
what
lot
led-
of things.
Is that what led to the fight with the sex worker?
Well, that's another story. That's another podcast. All right,
Zero G.
it's another.
You got to
podcast.
tune in for the after party on Geekshow
Yeah.
podcast.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Quark is about to conclude a deal over some historical relics with a man named Ashrock. Fallet Cott walks into the bar. The two have a history, with Cott declaring to Quark that he is on DS9 to settle certain debts. However, when questioned by Odo, Cott denies any ill intentions towards Quark.
Well, he
Their
doesn't
whole-
even just say settle debts with Quark. He flat out says, I'm going to kill you.
I'm gonna straight up kill you. Yeah. And there's a scene. I don't know if it'll mention it in this description, but when Quark or is it in the next episode? No, it's this episode. Quark and Odo are talking, and Quark's like, "He's gonna kill me," and Odo's like, "Promise?"
Yeah. I love when they get together and talk. Their scenes are so great.
Yep.
That was the redemption of this episode.
God, it was
Aside,
so
apparently, of Rebecca's
good.
evolution,
Bashir, oh my
we'll say, yes.
God. Bashir. This is where I might get canceled. Bashir develops a medical procedure that could allow Melora to comfortably walk without the help of any equipment she currently uses.
Okay.
Even after successfully participating in tests of Bashir's new engineering technique, Melora has misgivings. If she goes through with the procedure, she will no longer be able to live in the low-gravity environment of her homeworld.
Yeah.
Dax, doing a survey mission with Melora to the Gamma Quadrant, compares her predicament to that of the Little Mermaid.
Yep.
Very accurate. And I do like that Melora's like, does it have a happy ending? And Dax is like, only referring to the Hans Christian Andersen,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
not the Disney.
Which means the Disney version does not exist in this
Yeah.
universe, I guess. Or
Does she live
it's-
happily ever after? I mean, she gets a straight-to-video daughter that causes her a whole lot of grief, if we're going to talk about it.
That's right. Forgot
And a
about
Fox
that.
Kids afternoon series.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Oh, okay.
Crazy. Cott attacks Quark in his quarters. but Quark offers him 199 bars of gold plus latinum in exchange for his life. Kot takes the deal, and they go to meet Ashrock at an airlock. Quark's deal is closed, but Kot shoots Ashrock and takes the relics in addition to the latinum. Kot forces Quark to go with him, and they come across Melora and Dax, who are returning from their survey. Kot takes all 3 hostage aboard the runabout, the Orinoco. Cisco orders the runabout to be held in a tractor beam. Kot demands they be released, shooting Melora to prove his point. Cisco lets them go, but takes Bashir and Chief O'Brien with him in the runabout, the Rio Grande. They pursue the Orinoco through the wormhole. Kot orders Dax to fire on the Rio Grande, but as she refuses, she notices that Melora is not only still alive, but crawling towards a console controlling the ship's gravity. In her element, after shutting down the gravity, Melora overpowers Kot, who is taken into custody. After finally deciding against going through with Julian's procedure, Melora and Julian enjoy the Klingon chef's serenade at the restaurant where they had their first date. And I love their first date at this Klingon sushi bar.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't eat this. And he's
that.
like, yeah, it's worms. She's like, no, I want the worms from the back. I want the good worms.
I'm ordering off that secret menu.
Yeah,
That's right.
I want
These worms aren't fresh. I want fresh worms.
Okay,
And,
here's
And Klingon Chef was his name. He didn't even get a
Yeah.
name. I was
Klingon
disappointed
Chef.
because I was like, isn't that Shannon? I swear that's Shannon.
I was thinking of that scene from New Girl where Winston is on a date and Ron Funches shows up and he starts singing Father Figure.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes.
That's what I was thinking of.
Ron Funches on lute, by the way. Hilarious. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, here's where I might get canceled.
Okay.
I thought Bashir was doing a nice thing. I thought he was doing a very nice thing by coming up with a solution to not a problem,
Not a
but
problem.
a situation.
Yeah.
And I can see both sides. I can see both sides very clearly about how taking this thing away from her changes who she is.
Yeah.
And she, ultimately decides like, hey, I don't want to change who I am, just so I can live comfortably in other humanoid environments. I think he was doing a nice thing, and I stand by that.
No, I agree 100%.
Well, I mean,
especially because as soon as she shows any sort of hesitation, he's like, "Hey, this is totally up to you.
Yeah.
I am not trying to
No, I
coerce you into this at
this
all."
this is just his doctor brain at work. That's all it is. There's no other intent other than his doctor brain sees a problem, and says, "I think I can help."
Yeah.
I thought I if I'm going to get canceled on it, it's just because I think she's a jerk.
Well, then there's that.
Okay, if we're gonna have a conversation about unlikable women,
She's
I'm
top
glad
of the list right
Rob's
now.
not here because we could argue about pluribus.
She's top of the list right now. She makes Rhea Seahorn and Pluribus look downright cozy and nice.
If your world ended,
I just said she was better.
You grew up gay, and your parents send you to a conversion therapy camp, trying to make you just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? And you get through that. I mean, you do dabble in drugs and alcoholism, right? But then your world ends. The love of your life is taken from you, and everybody is turned into a hive mind. And they are trying to convert you, the thing that you already went through. I think she's allowed to be upset.
This isn't the Pluribus show. This is the Star Trek show.
Oh,
But
unlikable.
all the things that Rebecca said
apply to Pluribus.
are spot on, absolutely spot on, and also apply to this episode, I think.
You're
But
probably
also,
right.
Bashir called it out, right? Like Bashir
Yeah,
was like, you
and
put
that's-
up these defenses and you attack first
I was
on the defensive.
up until that point. I was ready to check out of this episode and start playing a game while it was on in the background.
Yeah.
And then Bashir
Tony, I'm begging you to understand women.
and then Bashir did that, and I was like, okay, I'll give this another chance here.
I have two
Now, hang
things that'll
on.
get me okay.
Hang on, though.
Hold on, he's not done.
All right.
Let these two get canceled, and then you can get in line. Okay.
I'll get canceled. Yeah.
I've already
I
been
don't- I
canceled.
don't-
so-
Yeah.
It's not unlikable because she's a she. It's unlikable because that humanoid person is a jerk. It doesn't matter what sex they are. Anyone that treats anyone else like that is being a jerk. You know,
Yeah.
regardless of gender.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Yeah.
There.
Now, Jake, go ahead.
Now I'm done.
Now you, Jake.
Get in line.
So my big one is that the end kind of reminded me of that 2000 Super Bowl commercial with Christopher Reeve, where they CG him walking. It's like standing up and stepping out of the wheelchair, and the backlash that spurred, and he was like, settle down.
Yeah, right.
So that
Because he gave
evocative of that.
permission. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like he was
yeah.
in the ground
Yeah.
and they did that.
Right.
Yeah.
But how I'm going to get canceled, because Rebecca canceled me. for
Welcome to the
this.
cancel.
Rebecca canceled you?
I
Oh,
feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the makeup design on Melora looks like Ron Perlman's character on Beauty and the Beast from the 80s.
You're
I
not
see a little
wrong.
bit of that. Yeah, yeah.
You're not wrong.
And I was
Close.
like, dude, she's disabled.
You can't say that.
Yeah, but I
She's
threw that right back
He
in
did
Rebecca's when
throw
she
it
said
right
something
back
else,
at me. I can't
which was
remember
significantly worse.
Daphne Lee Ashbrook is not disabled and had a baby with Lorenzo Lamas. All right, so
Lorenzo, the Renegade?
yes. So
That's a 90s superpower, baby.
Yeah, it is. Oh, boy. He probably came out of the womb with a mullet.
And was probably just straight up named Millennial.
exactly. Well, now you can't. Now you're canceled for that, Jake.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
getting canceled.
Any last cancelable thoughts?
I just didn't care about this episode.
Sure.
Understandable.
You know, I mean, I understand the points that it was making, and kudos, but I
Word.
just didn't care.
Yeah.
I will just say that the writer of this episode, I mentioned his couple of efforts. He wrote 2 other DS9s, and he was a writer-producer on Baywatch.
Oh.
So, yeah. But he started his career as the writer's intern on season 1 for DS9.
I just recently found out in the last couple of years that Baywatch is like one of the most watched TV shows across the world of all time.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Yeah,
wild,
dog. Have you seen
wild ratings across the world.
David Hasselhoff is worldwide famous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germany, they love him over there.
I knew about that because he sung on the
And-
Berlin Wall. I remember
And speaking of
reading
David
about that.
Hasselhoff, the actress who plays Melora was in an episode of Knight Rider. All right.
It's all coming together.
On the IMDb page for this episode, one of the goofs says Dr. Bashir says this is his first time he's ever experienced zero gravity. And the next sentence, there is no way a Starfleet officer would not have zero G training.
I thought the exact same thing when he said that. I was like, bull crap. You live in space. You've experienced zero G.
But you've not had sex in zero G.
Well.
That's what that's what I think he meant. But anyway.
Okay.
He definitely jerked off in zero G before.
And the
Rules
lower
of
deckers had to
acquisition.
clean it up.
Canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Rules of acquisition. You guys,
I-
I've never checked out of an episode so hard.
Really?
Really?
Because
Oh,
I loved this episode. It
Girl,
was-
you serious? This episode sucked.
No way. You know why I love this episode? For the same reason I loved Mud's Women. Okay? It's the same vibe.
Look at
All right?
no, bring back the Grand Nagus Zeka action figure there.
I'm going to zoom in
Jump
on
scare.
that.
Zoom in on that because look, it has ear hair.
It has ear hair. His eyes
He's
are looking
cross-eyed,
in
but
different directions.
he's cross-eyed the opposite way.
In fairness, though, the cross-eyed opposite way is on Garrick too.
I noticed
Well,
that
that's
earlier when
okay.
you had
That's
him
a-
up. I was like,
Oh my God, his eyes are
look,
wonky.
hold that up again.
That's
yo.
yeah, that's
Okay.
a Playmates action figure problem. That was
boy.
there was quite a few of them that were that way. You'd go to the
yeah.
store and you'd look for one that didn't do that. You know,
Rules of acquisition. A female
Yes.
Ferengi named Pell posing as a male so that she can engage in business.
10 out of 10
falls
episode.
For Quark during very important negotiations between the Ferengi and a Gamma Quadrant race. Grand Nagus Zek, the leader of the Ferengi, plans to establish a business presence in the Gamma Quadrant because of course he does.
Because
Zach-
of Barry.
Oh, the Zek appoints Quark as his representative to negotiate with the species called the Dosi. Quark asks Pell, one of his employees, who has come out of nowhere,
Yeah, just
and is just
randomly there.
offering ideas left and right, and seems to have business smarts. Not like a woman.
No.
Pell
not.
proves to be a valuable assistant. However, unbeknownst to Quark, Pell is female.
Female.
God, we see her take off her big ass ears.
So she only has small ears. She doesn't.
Like a
You don't
woman.
have the lobes for this.
Ferengi females are not allowed to wear clothing, earn money, or travel. So she is forced to
So
keep
they're
her
like trad
identity
wives,
a
yeah.
secret. At least trad wives get dresses.
They get to wear clothes.
And become CEOs of their husband's company.
Only when they're online.
Meanwhile, Pell begins to fall in love with Quark. I don't.
How could you not be in that
How
close to him
could
for
you?
that long?
Hey,
She can
no,
confess.
Look at
game
that,
recognizes
Mark. Come on.
game. I think
Come on.
they're both, business people.
Are
and,
the Ferengi monogamous?
I want to say
Mostly.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Mostly.
say mostly, yeah.
Somebody look into that for me.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, I thought you had
Pell-
the answer. I'm sorry.
well, if you guys knew, that would be helpful.
I
Well,
would
the
venture to
evidence-
Seems
say
like you
that
guys.
it's-
It seems like you guys are floundering.
The evidence says yes, but I don't know if that's the entire culture or only the ones that we see.
So they
gonna
just
say they're as
keep-
monogamous as humans are.
they keep
Most of
a
us
naked
are.
wife at home and they don't let her leave.
Yeah.
I'm betting
You know-
it's a 50-50 situation because I think again opportunists, as we've talked about.
Feel
Yeah.
yucky.
I
Rebecca,
think,
you need to open
you
your
know,
mind to other cultures.
as Chris Rock once said that you're as monogamous as your options.
That's how I feel about the Ferengi for sure.
I get that feeling about the Ferengi.
If I
I-
encountered a Ferengi polycule, I would throw up on the spot.
They might like that.
Pell confesses to Jadzia Dax. Okay, so Quark and Pell ask to purchase 10,000 vats of Tulaberry wine from the Dozy. They are close to
I
making
just
a
want to
deal.
point out Dax's reaction there is like, "You're a woman? Oh wait, I've been one like 4 times.
I am.
Oh, this is fine. Yeah.
I love that. I love that, and we got to see a side of Dax there that's a little more maybe Deanna Troy kind of.
We do actually get
Yep.
quite a bit of Dax in this
Yep.
episode. We get a lot of Jadzia Dax. She's playing Tongo in the beginning with these guys.
The
and
master
she's-
of Tongo.
She's playing with the best of them, and they're like, "We didn't know you did this." And she was like, "Well, it's mostly Curzon, but like,
But I
here
can do
I
it.
am. I'm better
She
at it
says-
than
I
Curzon."
was going to say, yeah, she says Curzon played it a lot, but I'm still better than he was even. So
They are close to making a deal about this Tulaberry wine when Zek informs Quark that he wants 100,000 vats. The Dosi... This greedy motherfucker. The Dosi abandon the deal. Quark and Pell follow them to their homeworld, where they learn that 100,000 vats is more Tulaberry wine than exists on the planet. A Dosi offers to put them in contact with another race, the Karema, a member of what she calls the Dominion.
Oh.
So, okay, everybody
Oh.
making a big deal about the Dominion. Quark and Pell realize Zek's true intentions. He has no interest in the Tulaberry wine. He wants to learn about the Dominion. Okay, guys, what's the deal?
So
Can't tell you yet. Can't tell you yet.
I got the
But-
impression at the end that the Grand Negus didn't even know that the Dominion existed up until this point. That he was doing something. It was all about the Tulaberries, and then he's like, at the very last second, he pivoted, and he's like, "Yes, Quark, it
I
was the
had the-
Dominion the whole time."
I had the exact opposite interpretation.
Oh,
is
really?
That he had heard rumors about the Dominion and was like, "I'm not getting involved with that. Let's send Quark over there and have him figure it out."
Maybe.
I just have to also say when they're on the runabout or whatever ship Pell and Quark were on, and they start making eye contact, and it's very much Lady and the Tramp, and then Quark's like, "Oh, what am I feeling in my insides?"
They also have a moment. They also have a moment of, "Oh my God, one bed! Ah,
Yeah.
Quark, you're undressing! Ah,
Gotta have that. Gotta have that in there.
And I also do kind of love how Rom breaks into Pell's quarters and is like, what am I gonna find here?
Tearing the place up. Yeah.
Yeah, so Quark and Pell return to DS9, and Rom, jealous of Quark's preference for Pell over him, discovered Pell's true identity. He tells Quark, who realizes his career could be ruined if he were known to have been doing business with a female.
A female.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Shame on you.
Quark confronts Pell, offering her money to leave and start a new life in order to save her and himself from punishment. Pell confesses her feelings for Quark and pleads with him to come with her to the Gamma Quadrant, where no one would mind that she is a Ferengi female who makes a profit. Quark refuses, though he does have feelings for Pell as well.
He does.
Yep.
At a dinner celebrating Quark's negotiating success, Pell reveals her identity to Zek. Zek threatens to put Pell and Quark in prison, but Quark defends Pell by observing that Zek himself unknowingly allowed a female Ferengi to represent him. Realizing that they were all misled, they decide to keep Pell's identity a secret. After sharing a heartfelt goodbye with Quark, Pell leaves to start a new life in the Gamma Quadrant. Sometime later, Dax comments that Quark will miss Pell, though he tries to deny it. Good riddance, episode! Be gone! Get out of here!
I love that he tries to buy her off, so she'll leave, and she says no. And then at the end of the episode, she's like, "Yeah, I gotta leave anyway, so I'll take that money."
Yoink, I'm still a Ferengi at heart.
Still a Ferengi. Yep.
So many lists include this episode as essential watching.
Yep.
Yeah, you learn
Because
about the Ferengis a big
there's-
time.
There's the mention of the Dominion, and for the next 5.5 years, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Not the baseball.
Oh, it's tied. It's
Keep your
tied
eye
to
on-
the baseball.
keep your eye
It's
on the
tied
ball.
to the baseball.
Keep your eye on the ball, but pay attention to the Dominion.
Yeah. And two, this episode starts a snowball in Ferengi culture that is
Yes.
going to start playing forward in subsequent episodes.
More Grand Negath.
I was also getting really annoyed at all of the referenced rules of acquisition.
Oh, see, I love that kind of crap.
They
It's
they
too
really
many.
crammed it in there in this
Yeah,
one.
it's
But
too many.
Those kind of lore drops just
I had-
do it for me.
now, Jake, I had the book that was the
It's
rules
a
of acquisition. There was a book that they released. Yeah.
Ira Stephen Bear, the showrunner and executive producer of the show, who wrote this episode, he loved working with the Ferengi, and Simon and Schuster published the full rules of acquisition in like 99, 98, something like that.
That's
And I can't
awesome.
remember how many there were. There were over
There's like
100, though.
200 and something,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But each page was a rule, and
Yeah.
and then there was a little paragraph underneath it that kind of explained it.
Do we learn more about Ferengi females?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I will
They're not
also
allowed to have clothes or have money or
I think
travel
that's the
or
point.
do anything.
I'm pretty sure that's the point of
Okay.
it.
and
Okay.
that's the snowball that starts.
That's exactly, yeah.
Women's lib.
Yep. Yep. And you will be shocked at where this comes from. I wrote a short story a couple of years ago that was published in an anthology of Star Trek short stories, talking about Nog and at Starfleet Academy, and he's hazed in that episode or in that story for being Ferengi. And I had a line in there where a character says, "Oh, don't listen to him," or something like, he wants to study with a female cadet, and the female cadet's friends are like, "Well, he's just going to make you study naked because that's what they do." And Paramount and CBS told me I had to take that line out.
Really? But that's straight from the canon.
Yep, because they're ever since now, like on the Rules of Acquisition episode, they really worked to tear that down, that stereotype and all of that, and remove it from Ferengi culture. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, you're on thin ice.
They're getting you
Ferengi
mad so they
episodes.
can make you happy later.
Exactly.
Okay. Any additional trivia for this episode that we should be aware of?
I don't think so. I just the one thing to note is just the Dominion, and the producer said that they intentionally included this significant story element in a comedy episode so people wouldn't pay much attention to it.
And you wouldn't necessarily hang on to that information. You might just let it pass. You know?
Boy, did I. I was on my phone for a good chunk of this episode.
Oh, how dare you disrespect Wallace Shawn in that way?
Tony, how dare you disrespect the original series as a whole?
Yeah.
Don't you have to have respect for someone to disrespect them in the first place? So I don't think that's a challenge for Rebecca.
Look at you.
That's a good point.
You didn't have any respect for Wallace Shawn to begin with. So
Emails. Let's go talk to the emails. We have one email, not from Charles.
Oh,
my assumptions were wrong.
This is from our other friend Vincent. I assume it's Vincent. He didn't have his name in here, but context clues. I believe it's Vincent. Hello, TV show and space crew. Longtime listener, first time emailer. Salutations. So there was a thing that I was very afraid that y'all were going to gloss over during this 3-part episode in reference to our last episode, and that was the scene between Nog and Jake. And I am so freaking happy that you didn't. It's an easy scene to gloss over, but it's an important scene to me. When I was a kid watching the show, my parents didn't want me hanging out with what they deemed unsavory kids, like, well, Nog.
Yeah.
Because this exchange literally saved my life and set me on a course with the man who has been one of my best friends for 30 years.
Oh.
Has there ever been one of your kind and one of my kind who were better friends? Never. And if our fathers couldn't break us up, no stupid coup d'etat. It's French. Well, no stupid French thing will either. Neither our parents nor that stupid French thing broke up our friendship, and we've remained best friends 30 years later.
Oh,
the circle
nice.
did not kill us.
nice.
That's so nice.
That is lovely. That is lovely.
That is lovely. I really like when y'all send nice emails. So thank you, Vincent. Next episode.
New email. Drop everything.
Oh, nice drop. I didn't do mine. I missed
Yeah.
it. Well done, Carrie.
Total. Next episode. Do you want to do four again? Because I feel like four
your
is
call.
a good number.
You're
All
the
right.
boss.
Necessary Evil, Second Sight, Sanctuary, and Rivals. Anything we should know in advance moving into these episodes?
Odo
This is-
from
This is necessary evil Odo.
yeah.
Look
and
at
that,
his fit.
And that was a hard figure to get.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, hold on. Let me zoom in on. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
he's
I
got
remember-
a whole new fit.
Punk and I, we
Look
looked
at
for
that.
months and months and months to get that figure. Pre-internet, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you
Yeah.
find it?
Just driving around from store to store.
You know who had the best selection of Star Trek figures at least in Utah Valley, was Kmart, of all
Kmart.
places.
I got a lot of my Star Wars figures there at Kmart.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because nobody went there or what, but yeah, Kmart and Toys R Us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, long live private equity. R.I.P.
Very, very Ferengi of you, Rebecca.
Yes.
Rule of acquisition number 127. Private equity.
Yes.
You guys want to talk about Netflix and Warner Brothers? Nah,
We
do
will
that later.
we will on Geekshow. We're going to cover that.
boy.
Can you run through the list again for the episodes? Because I was finding my necessary evil Odo.
Yeah, Necessary Evil, Second Sight, Sanctuary, and Rivals.
Okay.
Any
No red flags off the top of my head, Rebecca. So we should be okay.
Okay.
Nothing like Melora or Rules of
does
Acquisition.
Sexy Bashir show up again?
Just like the Dominion, Rebecca, for the next 5.5 years.
Exactly.
Oh,
Good God.
By
Okay.
the time you're done with this series, yeah.
Yeah.
What-
There's a lot of sexy Bashir. A lot.
And
Okay, there better be.
And I will tell you this: when I met, so his name in the first few seasons was Siddig Elfadil. He changed it about halfway through, 3/4 of the way maybe, to Alexander Siddig, and because of racism,
Yeah.
really.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. When I met him for the first time in 2022, I want to say. He was possibly the most genuine, nicest person of all of the DS9 folks that I've met. He was so charming and just lovely. I went up to his table and I was talking to him, and he stopped and he was like, "Your eyes are lovely, and you know all about me, but I don't know about you. Tell me about you."
Wow.
Yeah.
Bashir.
Is it
Yeah.
any wonder that he was able to get Nana Visitor to have
He's
a
just
baby?
like
with
that.
him? Yeah.
Yep.
He married Nana Visitor?
They did.
Wait, yeah.
They got married. Yep.
They have baby?
Yep.
That baby.
It's a
Pepe.
Keiko O'Brien plot point.
It's coming up. Yeah.
It's like season
Okay.
5.
Oh yeah. You're gonna. Oh,
Spoilers.
believe me, Rebecca.
I cannot believe I have to get through so much bullshit.
Listen. Now that the
some
Dominion
reason-
has been introduced, the bullship ratio
Yeah.
is decreasing significantly.
Things are
from
gonna
here
start
on out.
picking up. Yeah.
I feel like that's something you say after you wake up every day. Is this true?
Can't believe I have to
Rebecca?
deal with this bullshit.
Just every day in general.
Every morning at 3
Every
a.m. Yeah. When my alarm clock goes off at 3 a.m., that's the first words out of my mouth.
Yeah, that moment between sleeping and wakefulness where you're like, you don't remember who you are or where
Yeah.
you are and what is existing in the world. And you're like,
And then you do.
Yeah. You look up at the ceiling, and you lie there for a minute, and the dog snuggles up next to you, and then you think to yourself, I got to get up and go to work. Can't believe I have to deal with this bullshit.
every day with this.
Day.
Every day I have to pick what I have to eat. Ugh.
Clothes
Okay.
to wear.
Clothes
Yeah,
to wear. It's the
worst.
meal
be like
planning.
a
If I was
Ferengi.
in Pluribus, I would ask them to just plan my meals for me. I could deal with literally everything else. Just please come up with a complete nutritionally sound meal plan.
Did you
for
watch?
me.
Did you watch
You
today's
didn't watch
episode yet?
the most
No, I
recent
did.
episode?
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I'm
All right.
fine. I get it. I'm fine with them. If I could just never have to think about where my next meal is coming from. That's great.
Rebecca's pro HDP.
Hey, that cameo jump scare. Anyway, okay. Hey, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
If you want to
Email
talk
us.
about, yeah, email us tvshowinspace@gmail.com if you want to talk about Pluribus as well, and or the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I think we'll talk about Pluribus on the after show tomorrow.
Oh
Probably.
hell yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
we're dying. Okay, well, thank you guys. I love you guys. And until.